What's going on there, guys? Pat the Packman here with another video of what to do after you got a dog. So now you got a dog, so let's celebrate. Yeah, we got a dog. Yeah, let's celebrate. Ooh, party time. What do we do after we get a dog? We celebrate right here, guys. We celebrate. Party. Don't do that. Don't do that. We got that tarjeta yet? Not quite yet. We can celebrate, but not too much because there's a lot to do now. Most of it, if anything, now we got to do all the work. So what do? You got yourself a dog. Hopefully you follow the instructions in the first video of what to do before you get a dog. So you got the dog you want, the dog you need, and also the dog that needs you, okay? Followed all those instructions. You got all your equipment, you got the right dog energy-wise, you got the right dog lifestyle-wise. So now what do? Very simple. You start off by not doing this simple thing. Don't give them free reins of the house, okay? Right off the bat, we got to have a schedule. Housebreaking schedule. You need to put them on a schedule. Bear in mind, this video is just overview. There's no specific details on anything that we're going to be focusing in on. So what we have to take care of, we have to take the premise of this video is overview, okay? We're just going to go over like the basic stuff and then more details about each category. We're going to follow up with other videos. So, housebreaking schedule, very important. Puppies are going to have a different housebreaking schedule than adult dogs, but they still need to be put on a schedule. Whether you believe they're housebroken or not, it does not make a difference. They still need to be put on a schedule, on a regimen, okay? So puppies are going to have a different schedule than older dogs, but it's going to be very similar. You need to have your crates, assuming, again, you follow those instructions. You have your pens. Pens are for puppies, crates are for puppies and older dogs. So you have that set up. Do not, under any circumstance, give them free reins of the house, okay? You need to have them structured, and you need to have them in a segregated area of the house, and that's why we use our pens, that's why we use our crates. Freedom is a reward, okay? Don't fall into the trap of too much too soon. I know you're happy, drinky, not yet, because otherwise your dog's not going to grow up to be happy, fulfilled, and well-behaved. That's the goal. We don't want a well-trained dog, we want a well-trained human dog that can create a happy, fulfilled, and well-behaved dog, okay? So we need to understand dog psychology, dog language. We need to care to their needs. Don't fall in the trap of too much too soon. Understood? Me capisci? Yeah. We got a dog. Yeah, let's celebrate. La la la. Okay, so what do? We have a housebreaking schedule. You're going to follow that up with having a system around the home. That's where we use our crate. So don't give them too much freedom because you feel guilty. Don't give them too much freedom because you're too overjoyed with the fact that you have a dog now, that you have a puppy, and you want to love them and cuddle them and care for them. I'm all for it, but everything in balance. We got to take our dogs for a walk. I always recommend starting off with 2 walks a day, 30 minutes each time. We'll see how that plays out. We'll see if that works. We may have to increase it. We may have to decrease it depending on what's going on. The walks do not include bathroom breaks. Those are separate, but they are included in the walks. Again, we're going to do a separate video that's talking just about walks and how to do them, how to do it properly. But the one thing I want to preface, I know Soxter, right? The one thing that I want to preface is that walking has to be done, but it has to be done properly, otherwise you're wasting your time. Don't worry about that, we're going to talk about it in a separate video. This guy right here, this bundle of fur right here, the Soxter, I have to walk him when I first got him 3 times a day for an hour and a half each time, not including the other stuff that I was doing to drain his physical and mental energy. Pepper, she wasn't that bad, but the Soxter, he required quite a bit. So those are the areas that we have to focus on. I know you were a big pain in the ass back then, but you're my boy now. He's my buddy. So that's how you get dogs like this. Happy, fulfilled, and well-behaved. Okay? Calm, submissive, relaxed, perfect. Right? You need to spoil little guy. Am I telling you not to spoil your dog? Yes, but in proportion. My babies get spoiled quite a bit. We have some liver treats right here. Of course, here we go. Little excitement time. Look at that Pepper. She's behaving so nicely. Here you go, Soxter. Right? They get tons of stuff. They get love, they get affection, they get attention, they get it all. But everything is in proportion. Everything has to be done in the right way. Everything has to be done in the right amount and at the right time. So most people fall in the trap of giving their dogs, for example, free reins of the house. That's important not to do because you don't want to fall in the trap of giving your dog, especially if it's a rescue dog, and especially if it's a dog that had a troubled past and it comes from an abusive situation. Don't feel bad about that because they're in a safe environment now. And oftentimes those dogs that get spoiled and overspoiled because most people feel guilty about their past and they try to overcompensate to replace all that pain and suffering that those dogs went through, and that creates monsters. Now, if you have a young dog or a dog that doesn't have any problems, that's how it begins. Because without the right structure, without direction, bounds, and limits in place, it becomes an issue, okay? So we need to focus on establishing a hierarchy of authority, establishing leadership, and establishing directions, boundaries, and limits, okay? That includes the housebreaking process. So you need to be in control of the housebreaking process. So whether you're dealing with a puppy or you're dealing with an adult dog, you need to be in control of that. Because if you're not in control of that, then you're not going to be in control of just about anything. Okay? And I know that some people don't believe in that. Whatever. The fact of the matter is, that's how it works. Do not use wee-wee pads. You're not going to use bells on the door. I campanelli potete usare per Natale. You could use the bells for Christmas. They are not to be used for housebreaking purposes. We're going to get to that another time. Oh, you're going to hear me cursing in English too on that one. But regardless of the fact. Feeding-wise, you want to feed your puppy 3 times a day until they're 6 months. Then it goes to twice a day. I'm not a big fan of feeding my dogs at exactly the right time at exactly the same time every single time, because I've seen dogs that get like anxious and wild and crazy expecting the food, and if they, for example, during the time changes, then they get all screwed up. If you're running late, they get all screwed up, because believe it or not, dogs do learn and adapt to specific times. Believe it or not, they do. So you don't want them to be locked on to a specific time. So mix it up a little bit, and don't worry about the exact, they have to eat at 6 o'clock, you know. I know, listen, an Italian guy, you got to eat at the right time at the same time. You got to eat on time. You know, don't worry about that stuff. 2-3 meals a day as puppies until they're 6 months. 2 meals a day after that. Per day after that. Right, babies? Look at these guys, how cute they are. They deserve treats. Oh my God, you're giving them treats for nothing. Yeah, I'm giving them treats for nothing. They're nice and calm. And plus, you know, I'm at a different stage with these guys. You know what I'm saying? There's a different situation here. This is a different. I can't even talk. They're in a different position. You know what I mean? This is the Sockster that I worked with for a long time to get him to a certain position. And even the Pepper, you know, she came here as a puppy. You know, he came here as an older dog with troubles. But we rehabilitated this guy, you know, by doing all the right stuff. So I know that there's, you know, systems and people that have different ways of looking at it and whatever. It's not that complicated. Establish leadership, establish a hierarchy of authority, establish direction, bounds, and limits. Couches. No couches, no beds without permission, okay? Some people don't believe, well, my dogs are allowed to go on the couch whenever they feel like it. God bless you. Te saluto, so faccio come fare. If you allow it, great. Do whatever you want, you know? Dogs will come in different personalities. So if you get lucky and you get the happy-go-lucky personality, you won't have any problems. I would prefer to do it the right way, so this is where we have dogs that are happy, fulfilled, and well-behaved. My dogs are allowed on couches and beds when I ask them to come on. They sleep in the bed now, but not in the beginning, okay? So don't allow couches and beds in the beginning. Again, patience, okay? A little bit at a time. Don't be in a rush. So you got your dog, if it's your first dog, if it's in addition to your pack, if you've had dogs before, whatever the case may be, start things off. Establish leadership, establish a hierarchy of authority, establish direction, boundaries, and limits, okay? We're going to talk further about that kind of stuff. The Pepper, the Sockster, the Packman. Catch you later.